What's up guys, and welcome to another video here on Abster TCG. So today we're going to play the man, the myth, the legend, Bombardillo Crocodilo, Mr. Zero, or otherwise known as just Crocodile. So briefly, the leader makes it so all of your opponent's characters cannot be removed from the field by your effects, which is really cool in a black deck, or like cool, but it is a nice restriction to have, because then the deck is going to look a little bit different, so you can't remove it with stuff. But it all makes sense, because act with main, you make KO one of your characters with the type including Baroque works, give up to one of your opponent's character -10 cost during this turn, they may trash 2 cards from the top of your deck, and you're a file of black leader. So the deck is like a mid-range pile, I would say. I think the closest thing that we've seen before is like a mid-range Burgess deck, where you just try to play the bodies, have good stats, and then you like freeze things late game with Crocodile, use Missile Sunday to return stuff, and you, just play to win. I'm not going to go through every card. Yeah, so let's quit yapping and get into the games. Okay, so we have a fish versus Crocodile here. And we are going first. And I quite like this hand actually, because we have Searcher. Yeah. I think we have to take the Sunday here. It's actually kind of good, because we have a lot of things. And the next turn we could swing 5/5. Or maybe we want to leave this one up for next turn to swing on something and decrease. No, because the turn after. Yeah, because it could absorb a swing too, I guess. So it's like a pseudo blocker here at this spot. Maybe one of these attack for free, but then we can swing on it. And the next turn we can... maybe if we kept this one up, then we could have rushed with Dust Bones. Maybe that would have been better. But now we at least take like a swing, and then we can swing on the thing. And I think this is also a kind of a matchup where we want to... just counter out of the, like, one. If you can throw one card to counter, I think we'll do that. Because this deck, like, doesn't have the biggest resource problem. Once you get later into the game, you can start to loop those crocodiles. Bombardillo Crocodilos. Okay, so... has quite a big board here. With the fishes. Going to swing a 5. Maybe we take this one because we want to play it as Bones, or maybe we could get a better option. Okay, getting a Crocodile, that's nice. Sadly, that Bones has no way to trigger, but I think just getting it out for tempo is just fine, I guess. Okay, swings a 5 here. We only have 2Ks, sadly, so... But we have to defend. So I think we have to throw the 2Ks, like... They could have been 1K either way, right? Just getting the defense is probably good enough here. Okay, so we will probably use leader here, so we can swing double 5s again. We will take one counter one. The next turn we can go for Sunday. Okay, no, we are just swinging with this fish. Okay, disappointed. I like. Probably take the bone clay. Like, it doesn't matter. We just want the things in trash, because we will play this either way here, right? Okay, so how do we do this? Is there a way where we kill both? There is. Yeah, okay, so we will definitely play Robin. Play the bone clay, and then I guess we could play the Searcher. Yeah, we could take another 1K, because we are going to start playing with Crocodile next turn. So we are going to pop this. Yes, we could decrease the boa. Mill 2 cards, and I think the blocker is the best thing to play at this spot. Because I don't think, like, we could tap the boa and then we could swing twice on board, but I think maybe the blocker is better. Maybe the other blocker could have been too, but this play should be alright at least. Okay, so we get one of the bodies. That's nice. We're getting grav bladed, but we don't really care right about that. So we can 1k this. And then yeah, we can start to drop encounter, and then we can start to croc the board, which I really like. And then maybe we should actually start to swing face. That could be decent actually. Okay, do we take this one here? Then we have to take 2. Maybe we... Yeah, we're gonna 2k and then we take the boa swing. Okay, another disappointed. Take a 1k. Okay, so our focus now is to get rid of the board, set up a crocodile. Maybe it's alright to actually swing on the boa, but it will be frozen for the rest of this game, so... there's actually an argument to go face also, but I think it's just better here to clear up the board. Yeah, we have to clean up the board. And then we swing an 8 here. And then we can dial here. And then we can croc again. Draw 1, and then we pass. So now I think we are in a decent spot because the boa is perma frozen. The only share if it's like the big Jimbe is coming. So maybe we actually needed to go face. Okay, going to bounce both the draw card, just going to keep cycling. That's fine as long as like we're not getting pressured too much, because we will just I guess this one will get frozen. But yeah, next turn we can't take a life this turn. If it's not like a super big swing. Because otherwise Tenko's Jim and his discarding hand will push us through too much. Okay, so we will actually swing an 8k here. Yes, we will take. Getting a 2k is nice. Having a barrier 2 is really nice. So we'll take another search. We get a croc. Beautiful. Okay, so we are going to play the croc and keep the barrier up, right? So we'll go 5, 8, 10. Then we will crack this crop. To decrease something, play it back, and then we can play this, so we get the draw of this one because something costs 0 on board. Yes, we'll do this, put this one to 0, mill 2, trash the dash bones, we draw 1, and then we play another croc, we draw another card, and then we pass. So now it should be hard for us to lose. If it's the Tenko's Jimbe, trashing 2, then we could actually use all the Don. Maybe then it's actually over. Because then we could swing like 7, 7, 7, 10. No, that's fine actually. Because we 2-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then we have the barrier up to. Yeah, so I think we should be fine either way here. And this deck shouldn't have a way to set up a good enough defense. Because I think most of the list doesn't play Shirahoshi now. I could double check here if the lists play it. Let's see, Jimbe. Okay, this one don't. I'm just gonna look at one list and I assume they are not on on the Shirahoshi. So now I think, because we're thinking this much, like probably needs to find a way to kill here. Otherwise we can never win this game, right? Yeah, so we will play the Jimbe here. I wouldn't be too surprised if we... Yeah, we should... Okay, we bounce the Josu, I guess for counter, because it's not going to matter with the board, because we already have 7 cards in hand. So okay, so swinging a 9 here. Yeah, we are just going to 2-2-1 that one. I want to make like as much as possible getting committed here, because yeah, so we'll give 2 there. And we are going to swing a 7. Do we just use the event here? Yeah, I think so. And then our opponent could like scoop it up here. Yeah, and then with 2k. And then it's just game here. Good swing on the Sunday, I guess. Yeah. And we take the win. So let's get to the next one. Okay, so we have a boa here on our first game playing the Bombardillo Crocodile here. And looking at this hand, we go first. I think is decent. We have Searcher, we have 5-drop. So I think I'm going to try to keep it. So we're going to take the Surge here. I think that Zala is alright to take, because then we can slam it on 5. Sadly, we don't have that much else to do here, but yeah, we take the Zala and then we pass. So this is a matchup I have to play more against, because I feel like Boa is one of these decks where you have to like maybe you starve, maybe not. So I'm going to try to swing a 5 here, because I rather want 1 card of hand than a life here, I think. But we will see. And Crocodile as a deck, when I've only played like some games on it, but as far as I played, Crocodile as a deck can survive on 0 life. I guess it's hard when the opponent have Perfume Fumer on like a swings like 22 with the Boa, but I think you can manage it if you have like 3 events and some counter in hand, so I think it's alright. Okay, so we'll see the Boa come down here. Definitely one of the better cards of the deck. Then gonna swing a 6k. I think I am going to just pitch a 2k to this one. Alright, because I think every time I can pitch 1 card to protect, I think we want to do that. So we have some options here, but I think just sticking the Galdino could be alright to do. This one, if this guy would be KO'd, so it works together with the leader, I assume. But yeah, we're going to swing a 6k here to life. We know that our opponent's stacked, but getting down our opponent to 2 life is actually alright to do. So we can, next turn we play the Robin, and then we could get, maybe we even get the blocker, because it works really well with like playing more defensively, grabbing a 2k, and then we can decrease and swing on something. So now this is really hard. And the funny thing is that if he would have swung a 7, I think our opponent would snap take, so I don't know what the difference is now. Like, you probably want to extend the board more. Yeah, okay, getting the Gorgon Sister. This card is like insanely good for this deck. And it's weird that it's a 2k too. Like, it's too good being a 2k, yeah. And then we just play the Galdino here. So I think, because we're a 5 life leader, we can go more aggressive on the board of Boa. So it all depends now how much we are getting swung at. Okay, so we will see another Boa here. Gonna stack the top of deck, put it on the leader. So the only thing I guess we have to be careful about is like 9-drop chaining. Okay, so multiple cards. Okay, so we're going to take some swings here on our face. So maybe it's a 7-7-8 at most. So I think we can take the first 7 here, so we get some more options. Okay, Disappointed, that's good. I think we take the 2k, or maybe we need to take another Robin, because we don't have the Croc in hand yet. So next time we will play the Robin, get back, we can tap. And then I guess we could try to push, or maybe we take the 2k and then we just hope that we will find something on the draws. Yeah, I think we have to take the 2k here actually. Sadly, because yeah, we have to finish this faster. So we pitch this and the Zala, because this is better in hand, because we could end up tapping something. Then swings a 8, we find another Zala. The best. Okay, so we will Robin here. Alright, we have to actually pick the Babe, because it's only 4 costs. So I was trolling before. And our objective here could be to go board, but I think I am going to swing a 5k face to see if the free block is taken here. Because if not, it's nice, because then we get more cards from hand. So then we can play this. Sadly, we don't have a Searcher in trash yet, but on KO, if Leader's Brock works, draw 1. Yeah, right. So we could actually we can draw a card, which at least is decent. And now after that we're looking for the big croc, I think, because we have like the board now. So we play the babe, we will play the Drophy. I didn't know the name was Drophy, but now you know. Mill 2, we draw 1, we don't have a stage to pop. Okay, so we find... We don't have the croc yet, so our next turn... We have a search to like top 4 for a croc, and then we're probably gonna take... Maybe even take 2 life this turn, but... Maybe not. Okay, going to put one on the lead. Yeah, so this is where it starts getting a little bit scary. So I am considering if we just want to take everything here and just bunker up. Maybe we can't. It all depends. So we're gonna take a shit ton of 7s here. So I guess so 7-7. This one could swing even more, but I guess these will swing 7s. So we could take 1. Okay, barrier. Barrier is good because it could help us find the croc, but I think it's better to keep in hand to have a defensive play next turn. Wait, croc is a hit cost, so we can't actually use both. That's true. Why didn't you say that, guys? Yeah, we will 2k 1k on this one here, and then I guess we 2k 1k this one too. And then we take the block on this swing. Okay, so now no blockers are up. That's good to know, because then we can't take a life this turn. And with the babe, I think we just grab another Robin, because then we could get some more cards into our hand. And then we can even leave 2 events up. So I really like the Robin here, actually. I don't think there's a point to play it before swinging. So I guess we swing first, just go face. Because like the board is almost already full, so I don't think it matters. Maybe gets a body of the neon, but okay, going to play the boa for a Margaret. But we are not going to go on the characters either way, right? So I think we should be able to survive next turn, depending on maybe Night Drop, give Dawn to everything is a little bit scary actually. Okay, so we'll see the slave arrow here. Picks up the Margaret, that's fine. So play another Sunday here, grab these 2, and then we pop this, just reduce this. Mill 2 cards, draw 1, pop no stage, and then we pass. So 2 blockers is not optimal, but we have kind of a big board. We know that the 1 cost event is in hand, which is a little bit scary here. Okay, so we are going to use Boa here. Kinda expected, to be fair. And now this fucking broken card is going to give a... Okay, double events, but only 1 on up. That means that if everything swings, then we are fine. But I don't think everything will swing here. I think probably some blockers will be up. Okay, this one is an easy 2k, if I ever seen one. Then we have to consider here on the 6k swing if we want to throw double 1k. Do we have to? That's the question. Yeah, I think we have to throw double 1k, because I want to bait these to swing. So take this. Oh shit, wait, did we have... No wait, we milled the croc last right. Okay, croc here could potentially be alright. It's down to... No, we can't take the croc, so we have to take a 2k here. And then we have to hope that these swing. Okay, they don't swing here. That means that we are not going to be able to go for game this turn. So I'm kind of inclined just to play... the Sunday, get back one of the things. Oh, maybe we should have taken the croc actually. Because then we could have stunned, kept 2 events up for 2 swings. But no, then we just have to take 2. So if we go this for a blocker, like the babe, we could block this. I mean, let's try a 6k swing here to see what happens, because... Okay, yeah, we just get a 2k, and then we go for a 5k here, because either way, if one of these block... I just want to bait out as much as possible. Yeah, okay, now, we did the thing now, we baited it out. Right, so now we just play this, get back this, and I think we have to go for this over here, just to turn it into a draw. Yeah, for some counter, and then we pass here. So this spot is not optimal, but as maybe these can't swing this turn either. And we have 2 events for that can defend kind of hard. So you just take the block here. We're gonna grab a 2k to hand. So we have, yeah, we should be able to defend this if I'm, or are we? So we can't take this one, so we need to barrier here. If it's an event here, I think it could go really well. Yeah, because 2, the 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11. So do. Yeah, we need specifically a event here, then we win. Otherwise, we lose. Okay, yeah, we didn't get any counter. Yeah, so if we had event, wait, event. Yeah, then we could have event 2k. This one here. And we play quite a few events, right? So okay, that's really greedy. We should have, oops, been able to punish that. So let's get to the next game. Okay, so we have a IKEA Nami here. One of my favorite decks. Up against the Bombardillo Crocodile. Okay, so this hand here I think isn't looking the best because we don't have a way to cycle through. We have a Bonclay though, which could get into Das Bones, do stuff, but no, I think we have to mulligan for better cards. Oh shit. Was good. Okay, place the event. Grabs anything. Kuma. Yeah, we played in the Shinoi's Cup. Insane. Yeah, we just have to pass here. I guess the... Okay, testing some crazy shit. That's interesting in Nami. 5 here. Yeah, I think we don't want to take the hits. Oh, I like it. I've actually thought about testing like a Thriller Bark version of Nami, because the engine is quite strong, but the only problem I guess is that like you don't have like your leader effect, which is like extremely strong together with the cards, and there's like in this format there's cards that are like shrinking your stats, like the Shanks. Maybe they cut the Shanks now for Supernovas, but I think it's alright, but maybe it's just better to play it in like Moria is probably the best shell for these. Going to draw one with leader here. Plays Iori. So probably is a... I would assume there's a Thriller Bark card there. So we could try with the 7k first, because there's no Thriller Barks in trash. Yeah, we'll get that. That means that, yeah, the most likely is a Thriller Bark trigger, so he's gonna kill the Absalom and not take the life this turn. Oh, with no cards. That one is rough. Yeah, I guess we pop, do this. Okay, nice. We are insane at the game. We get the gem. I think the problem that Crocodile as a deck has, or like problem, but I feel like the 5 drops are kinda underwhelming at the average. Like, I don't know. I would like I guess you have 5/7 Zola, but like a more custom card for the deck. So is it Croc now, or do we just slam the Robin? I guess slamming the Robin here could be a little bit better, because then we get a swing on to life, and then we can start crocking next turn. So we play this, we take a search, grab a 2k, pop this, then we do a mill, yeah, we mill. Yeah, just take the Zala, so we get our board protected. Yeah, and the point of this was to go 7. So if our opponent decides to take here too, yeah, that means, okay, gets a Kiku. Yeah, so we got a card and a life, so that's good. And now we have a blocker here. The next turn we can start to croc the board. So I think the biggest threat the Nami player here could do against us is to go 8-cost kids and burn our life. But I don't think in a Thriller Bark version that there is those kinds of cards. So we're going to Tuki here, and then depending how hard Absalom swings, if it's a 5, we take the 3 block. So for 8 could be Moria, yeah. Most likely going to heal. A Thriller Bark card, I would assume, at least. It's kind of interesting. Maybe you still play. Yeah, you probably should still play the Nami, the 5-drop in the deck, because it synergizes so well with leader, giving you a draw. Because we see the Kuma here. There's no, yeah, there is a Warlord Searcher, so you could play Sengoku to try to dig out these. But yeah, you like a weak thing is that you can't play the Boa, which I think is like one of the strongest cards this format, and it would be insane for Nami to be able to play. So Dawn on the leader here, so realistically we're probably trying to kill board now. We can start with a 5k face to see what happens, because if our opponent takes here, then we could go a little bit harder to face, try to get like 2 cards. Because if it's a trigger, then only defending like a 7k after this with 3 cards is not that easy to do. So then we could like focus like all the swings on face, and then freeze like 2 things with the croc. And then after that we are in a spot where we can just try to kill the turn after. Okay, so we will do leader on the 5k swing here. Okay, interesting, that's good to know. Yeah, I think I just want to keep the pressure on face here. It takes that one, triggers Absalom, gets out another Absalom. I think I don't care about these small shitters because I have so much counter here. And now when the board is almost full, we have a way to go through here. So question now is if it's a 9 or if it's a... No, I don't think we need to hold up ground depth. So he's gonna go 9 here. Yeah, probably get this one too. We don't really care if it's a trigger. And then we play this, freeze here. Pop this, decrease. I think we pitch this. Freeze here, we draw another card and then we pass. So we should be in a spot here where we can go for game next turn, because the deck can't really double heal, right? Only have some bodies to swing, we have 3 life, we have double croc for next turn, and we have like a full board. So I think we are in a spot where we should win. And traditionally Nami has had like a harder time against decks like Croc that can like flood the board with bigger bodies and like can play kind of defensively. So I think this matchup should be a little bit tougher for Nami, because also once Nami start to establish like the bigger bodies that really can push, then you can just like absorb them with Croc. And if you play this deck properly, you should probably be able to chain the Crocs to be able to like mitigate the aggression. So I think this Crocodile deck is strong. I think the mid game is where it's like the weakest, because you like your 4 on turn is not really that strong, your 5 on turn is not really that strong. Like it's when you play like the Sunday into the Crocodile and things like that, your deck gets strong. But at that point, like if we look at the format overall, I feel at least like a lot of like the late game decks can outpace. But yeah, Crocodile definitely an interesting deck. I like the design. Okay, swings are 8 on the Zala. Yeah, that swing we're gonna counter. And now there's a blocker Sindri coming out. So we're going to start with the 7 here with the Zala. Yeah, I think Zala is an incredibly cool card, like pumping your board's cost. And then we go another 7. Oh wait, shit. I should have swung a little bit higher here, because I didn't think about the leader ability. So, like mathematically here we should have game, right? Because there has to be like a brick in hand, right? Because it's Nami. And we threw one red rock. Yeah, maybe we could have a counter. Okay, and then we're gonna swing a 9k here with our Sunday. And then I guess we swing a 11 with the Croc, take the block, and then we should find the gamer with the L12. If we don't, okay, I would say we were gonna freeze with the Croc and then keep the fancy cards up. GG's. So this was it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I am going to do one for every OP14 leader. That's the plan, at least. In conclusion, for Crocodile, I think the deck is really cool. I love the design of like being this archetype, and that's really like different from black decks that usually wants to remove stuff and things like that. I get a little bit of like a Teach feeling, like a mid-range Teach thing, like Burgers Turbo, etc. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.